Hey guys, welcome back to Vince-Vell Custom. So we got some updates and we got some good news. The good news is I got my cast off today, and thank God. The thing was driving me nuts. Not because it was itching, not because it hurt, because whenever I took a shower, I had my hand in the air with a bag wrapped around it. Drove me nuts. So first thing I did is came home today, hopped in the shower, scrubbed the hell out of it, and took all the damn dead skin off of it, because just what happens when you have a cast. So basically the updates is, I'm not quite there yet. I'm at like maybe 50-60% healed. I can't really lift anything heavy. I can't really hold a paintbrush or an airbrush yet. The thumb is still stiff. So the doctor says you got to do therapy. And the therapy, working on statues. So he says that's really good therapy, Just, as you heal, work on stuff, but don't do anything super heavy or anything. And don't hold anything with these two fingers heavy, like a book or, a heavy bag or trash cans or anything like that. So he says statue work is really good. So that's a good thing. And I kind of have a plan of what's going on. So the updates basically is for all the commission work that I was doing for people. I had a lot of custom work I was doing, and my goal was to get all the custom work done, painted out this month, and then take on a big batch of Street Fighter kits from Prototype Z, get all those done, and then start a whole new thing of taking on commission work and keep going. So I kind of like to do things in batches. But of course, breaking my thumb, everything just kind of gets screwed up. So all the commission work that I was working on, it kind of was like, most of the items were anywhere from 70 to almost 90% ready to being painted. So there's still some detailing work, and I can't really do the detailing work on that stuff yet, and I don't want to pressure myself and ruin any of that stuff. So I'm going to let all that stuff still be on hold. But since I got all these Street Fighter kits coming into me, I'm going to use those as my therapy. I'm going to use those for drilling, sanding, getting all the flashing off, putting them together, pinning. I think that'll be good therapy over the next couple of weeks. Just get all those done, and that'll help me heal up better, faster, and get everything ready. So this way, once all those are kind of ready for paint, I can actually leave those on the shelf, go back to the custom work, get all that stuff ready for paint, and then what I could do is take those two batches I was working on and paint them all together at one shot. I think that would be easiest and the best way with me healing and getting stuff done at a timely fashion. So that's kind of the update for all the clients and everything. Gives you an idea where I'm going with stuff, and I'll contact anybody that has any questions and go from there. While I was benched, I came up with some ideas, and I did a lot of organizing too, so I got some updates on some videos. Since I'll be doing the Street Fighter kits, I decided instead of doing a walkthrough video from start to finish on each character, sanding, priming, and all that stuff, I decided I'm going to do a video on just tips and tricks of each character. Basically, where I pin it, how I put stuff together, and kind of give you an idea for reuse, Blanca, and Ken. So each video might be a one-parter or two-parter, just gives you some ideas. You go to Sagat video, basically how to wash, prime, and sand, pin, magnetize, but then with each character I'll show tips and tricks of what I do for each character. So I think that would be kind of cool to keep the Prototype Z going, as well as showing people some in-depth stuff on more complicated stuff on those kits. While I was in the studio and organizing, I decided to get more shelving, some metal wooden shelving with wood planks. And I got rid of the shelving that I used to have on the walls because all that stuff was warping and you can't really hold a lot of heavy stuff. So I reorganized that stuff. So while I was in the studio organizing, I went through a lot of my supplies. I went through parts and I went all this stuff, and I got rid of a lot of junk, threw stuff away. But I also decided to get rid of my Badger airbrushes. I had a couple Velocity Renegades, and they were just driving me nuts. I mean, every time I use them and then I set them down, even though I think they're clean, the next day I come back, they're still clogged up. So I decided no more Badgers. I'm done with them. They're driving me nuts. The only two Badgers I'm going to be keeping is my 360 and 100. 100 is specifically for Garage Kits acrylic chrome, and the 360 is used for doing granite and really speckling type stuff. So with me getting rid of those, I decided to order the new Hardner and Steinbeck airbrushes, the CR Pluses, from Jesse from Garage Kit Colors. I had a chance to test them at Jersey Fest. Cool ass airbrushes. I think they're awesome. So I decided to just take the plunge and buy two of them. I got the .15, which is super detailed, and the .40, which is a little bit more thicker. So I kind of wanted to use the 40 to replace those Renegades I was using, and I wanted to get the 15 to do more detail work, specifically eyeshadows, anything that's really super detailed that the other airbrushes might not hit, and I want to keep that watered down paint where nothing goes thick in there, like any metallics or anything. So I decided I'm going to do some in-depth airbrush videos too once my fingers are back. So I guess once I'm doing my therapy, and I'm kind of not quite there yet to do any detailing work, but maybe I can do some reviews on my airbrushes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to review each airbrush in depth of I have and what I do in my system. So this way, you know, it gives you guys an idea of what I'm doing, what I'm using them for, and anytime I recommend somebody an airbrush, I can say, hey, check out the video, that's what I use it for, gives you an idea. So that's kind of what I'm going to do with the YouTube channel with the next couple of weeks, a month, do some, you know, updates on some other videos as well. So I got, everything's kind of planned out and it's going, so that's kind of the update. So I appreciate everybody watching, I appreciate everybody sticking by me with this time of, you know, being in limbo. And thanks for everybody for sending me emails and stuff to get better, and all the clients for understanding that, you know, shit happens, there's nothing I could do. So with that being said, that's it, and I'll start healing up and get more videos out there. So thanks for watching.